So we have cue, behavior, and then a consequence, right? Okay, so on and so forth. So all behaviors have these patterns, right? So whenever you're training, you give a cue. There's some type of behavior, whether the dog does it or not. Then there's some type of consequence. Okay, so that's how basically training works. You have cues, then you get behaviors from the dogs, then you get and then the dog gets consequences based on what behavior the dog provided. If the dog did the right thing, obviously the consequence could potentially be pleasant or pleasant to the dog. If it is a wrong or incorrect behavior, then obviously the consequence could be aversive or lack of something pleasant, right? Okay, and this is training. Every day, right? Training. Okay. Then you get to trial, right? And we have the same pattern, circuits, loops, whatever you want to call them, right? We have a cue. Dog performs behavior. Then there's a consequence. If these two things don't equal each other, very quickly, dogs don't perform in trials. So if you give a cue, the dog doesn't perform behavior, and you don't give the consistent consequence that you do over here in the training, then the dog knows that something's up. And then cues deteriorate very quickly to the point here where cues, then behaviors deteriorate, then this whole trial pattern over here stops. And that's how dogs become, so to speak, trial-wise or whatever, right? And so how we prevent that is that we gotta make, we can't go to trial before these two look very similar. If you do, you run the high risk of very quickly the dog understanding when the trial is and when it's not, and then not performing in the trial. So whenever people say to me things like, my dog's never done that before, well, neither have you. Meaning that they've never run through stuff like that, run like through trial preparation. So that's why I'm not a big fan of showing dogs at a year old, 15 months old, 2 years old, as much as whenever they're older, more established.